Hey, Empower Disruptors, Sonia Sells here, your business empowerment growth strategist, where I help you overcome life challenges and start empowered online businesses. All right, so I have gotten asked this question more than once, and that is how do you create boundaries concerning your business? Okay, especially when you're starting out and people are not taking you seriously. I would first say that it is your responsibility to set the atmosphere and the tone concerning your business. Oftentimes, if people they watch us, even when you feel like no one is watching, people are watching you. And so you need to ask yourself, how am I showing up to my family and my friends? Okay. Am I telling them that I have a business and my office hours are, let's say, 10 a.m. to 4, but when they make an impromptu stop by the house, they see me binging on, my favorite TV show, or, they see me chatting it up, on social media, like on a personal level, like throughout my work hours. Like, how are you showing up to them? Because sometimes the way people perceive us is because it's what we are displaying to them. So you need to ask yourself, am I showing up as that businesswoman? You know, have I really communicated with them my office hours? I have ran across so many emerging entrepreneurs, which is my niche, and they haven't even figured out what are their office hours. Even if you still have a full time job, you can still be treating yourself as that businesswoman. You can still show up in the world as that businesswoman. You may have an 8 to 5 job, and you're like, okay, once I get the children settled and from school or whatever, my office hours is going to be from 7 to 9 p.m., Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, let's say, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, whatever time you set for your office hours, you need to hold yourself accountable, okay, and form that habit and just getting used to being into a routine for starters. The more they see you showing up as that businesswoman, or for my male audience that watches well, showing up as that businessman, the more you show up in that business capacity, the more they will begin to take you seriously. Okay. Also, just as we have to, reinforce things with a child, you have to reinforce things with your friends and especially your family when you work from home. For some reason, a family, if they know you work from home, they don't like separate it in their mind that you are still like you're on the clock, so to speak, right? And so you have to say, like, hey, I'm working on this today, whatever, or you may have to put your phone on silent while you're working and say, hey, I'm sorry that I missed your call, but I was working, and leave it at that. And you have to continue to reiterate that. Um, Also, one of the things that you can do is, especially when you have a house full of family members, is you can invest in like door signs, like door hanger signs. And that's what I did. Um, and I'm telling you, it is a way that you can like incorporate the smallest of things, and it will begin to train those family members um, to respect your boundaries, your work boundaries. Because let's face it, your business is not going to grow if you don't take it seriously. Your business is not going to grow if every single time someone feels as though they need you, you allow that person to pull on you. I was sharing with someone one day, I was like, do I show up to that person's job and saying, girl, let's go to the mall. Girl, let's do this and do that. No, I don't do that. I respect that they are at their job. So I just can't show up at their job and hang out. I can't just call that person up and think that, they can talk for hours on the phone, because I know that they have someone that they have to answer to. They still have their obligations and responsibilities. And if they want their coins, okay, they have to abide by that company rules that say you cannot, let's say, be on your cell phone, unless it's, on your paid lunch or whatever the case may be. So if individuals can respect a person that's in the workforce, then you have to train them that same way. Like, just because I'm at home doesn't mean that I have all the time in the world to just be non-productive. That's what it boils down to. So back to the door hangers. So what I did was I went to Amazon and I literally purchased different door hangers. This one right here says, "Welcome, please knock, thank you." I use this even when, like, it's after office hours and I really need to decompress, because in my line of work, people literally pay me as a thought leader. Oftentimes, people invest in coaching, consulting. Sometimes people hire me to provide business operation support to help them get the back end of their business in order. Sometimes I have to create processes and procedures for companies. I'm working with a client right now where I'm helping them with their processes. And so I'm doing a operations management type work. So I use a lot of brain power. And by the end of the day, I am exhausted sometimes mentally, and I need to decompress, okay? Just so my mind can reset. And so what I do is I use this one a lot. On the front end, it says, "Welcome, please knock, thank you." And on the back side, it says, "Please do not disturb, thank you." Okay. So I have really utilized this one. I utilize this one on a daily basis, and it helps. Also, I created um, just like a Word document, and everything that says, like, "Please check your energy at the door." Me personally, right now, I'm just being transparent. I sold my home, like, I don't know, I sold my home, and I can't remember when, but I sold my home and it sold very quickly. And so right now I'm in transition, living with my parents. And so I want to make sure that the same rules that I had in my own home, I incorporate some of that. Uh, I incorporate some of that. So these "do not disturb" sign and the "welcome, please knock," like, you know, when they start breaking the rules, and everything, I give them a gentle nudge. Hey, if you see the "please do not disturb" sign, that's exactly what it is. Also, I have a "meeting in progress, please do not disturb." So when I'm in meetings, people know that I'm in meetings. My husband won't disturb me or nothing like that. And it's the same thing on the back. So it's two different colors, and it's pretty thick, hard plastic. And then, of course, when I'm recording podcasts and things of that nature, I have a "recording in progress," especially when I'm recording courses. I don't want to get halfway through a course and then people start disturbing me, and now I have to record over or do a lot of editing. So it's the "recording in progress," and then on the back is the same. It's the same thing. It says "recording in progress. Please do not disturb." So these are some ways that you can begin to set healthy boundaries and people take you seriously. Also, effective communication is really key. If you know that you have a 8 a.m. meeting, relay that to your family, like, "Hey, I have an important 8 a.m. meeting in tomorrow. I'll have my "do not disturb" sign. So please do not disturb me." And like I said, once you begin to be consistent with this, it will pay off. Now, if you want other tips on how to have healthy boundaries, you really need to check out the Sonya Empower Show. That is my weekly podcast. A new episode drops every Wednesday. And during the month of January, I actually recorded a video, recorded a podcast called "Boundary Breaker: Reclaim Your Power." So you really want to listen to that one. It's less than 30 minutes long, so you can listen to it on your lunch break. but it talks about, the difference between healthy and unhealthy boundaries, the signs that you need to set stronger boundaries, how to overcome certain challenges. I also talk about some strategies of saying no with confidence, because sometimes we feel, it feels weird in the beginning saying no all the time to people that, you feel obligated to, that have maybe been supportive of you. And now you're like, man, I'm saying no to them. And yes, being a business owner and being serious about your business, it is a change for everyone. And not everyone is going to like the new you, that businesswoman. But at the end of the day, you will never achieve the results in your business that you're looking for if you don't create positive change and structure your business and begin to have things in place. Okay, so if you want to check out the episode on the Science and Power Show, I will leave the links in the description of this post. Also, you can visit sonyasales.com. That's SONJASELLS.com. I have a free webinar, and it's all about toxic relationships. Okay. And so if you're looking for strategies to remove toxic people out of your life and not feel guilty, definitely visit sciencesales.com and check out that webinar. I'm telling you, it's life changing. And it's very important, especially in the beginning stages of your business, that you do just that. You begin to recognize the signs of toxic individuals, okay, and get them out of your life, get them so they won't, spill over into your business. So, all right, if you have any questions, or you're like, Sonia, I really need to break free from toxic people, or need help structuring my business, I also offer break free. Be fierce consultations, and for a limited time they are like $25. I don't know how long I'm going to have it may only be running for a few more days, but right now I'm only offering for $25 for a 25-minute consultation session. All right, until next time, Empower Disruptors, y'all have a wonderful day.